We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A first carry now for the rookie from SC is Ronald Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now. Four down. Ready. Blue ready.
On second down, it's Jones. And some room to roam now. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big run there by Jones, and even 50 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Four down. Ready? Blue ready. 56.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Ready? Black 22. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball,
They'll try to throw now. Winston finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready? Blue ready.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. And that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go. Black 80.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Ready? 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Following the interception, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
The give is to Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Winston. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready? 125. Follow. Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
White.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 54 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A give to Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Desmond King making the tackle. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, It's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Green, triple team. Ready. Blue ready. Follow. Let us go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Green, triple team. Ready. Watch 25. Blaze up.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 25. Sonic. Easy. Get in the weight room.
Here's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Black 22. 56 Check 56. Watch the curl.
Throwing, Winston. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready. Blue ready.
Winston now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This is Jones. And an alley to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it deep for Garcon. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play, Garoppolo to Garcon. 47 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end, and it's second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Wait. Here we go. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Like 20! 20! Check. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Garoppolo now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. McKinnon. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Garoppolo now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now McKinnon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves him with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here. 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Kendall Beckwith. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
21.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Hey, go down. Ready? Blue lady.
They go play action. Winston. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's brought down after a good game. Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready? Black 25. Ready to go. Flares up.
Now Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go now.
Winston now to throw on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue lady. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down. Ready. Black 22. Right there. 54 fight. Get that quarterback.
From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. And Catanzero's kick is right through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Play action. Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Go ahead. Here we go, here we go. Like 20! White.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And finding Cohen. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. First target, first catch, and a first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's McKinnon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
is Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Wait. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. The 40, the 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They run once more with McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now he'll tuck it and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here's Humphries. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Ready? Blue ready.
Here's Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ready? Black 22.
Jameis to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Over the middle to Garcon. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Hey. Bravo. Ready? Blue 80. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
3 down. Hey, ready? Blue 80. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he stays up. Dancing to his left. And Winston lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Niners on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Ready. Back 25 behind. Let's go.
2nd down, Winston. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Ready. White 25.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Black 25.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now Jameis on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Ready. Blue ready. Ready to go.
Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's got some space here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Noah Spence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long? He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go ahead. 65. White.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Sonic!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go now.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
it.